Okay, today we'll be dealing on text options. Now, when we talk about text options, you should always know that when you hear the word text, it's talking about this icon. This is the icon that leads you to where you can insert text, modify text, and delete text. So when you click on this option and you are in your background, you click on this particular option, you see two things. The first one there is text. You see two options there. The first one is text, while the other one is quotes. So what does the text do? When you immediately click on the text, you have the option, an automatic text is inserted in your work. The moment you click on that text, an automatic text which is called new text. So what do? You modify it. You modify the text. So let's just say we are doing text option tutorial. Let's just put it on. Let's just write tutorial there. So what do? You modify it. And how do you modify the text? You use the pen icon, which we have talked about in our introduction video. You use the pen icon from there to modify the text. So what if you are working on something that has text of about 4 or 3 lines? So let's just get it inserted in our work before we start talking about the options in modifying the text. So let's go to the quotes. Remember I told you that the quotes is where you can see already made text like information that concerns different options: motivation, success, friendship, inspiration, positive words. That's what the quote is all about. So let's pick a particular quote here and bring it to our work. Okay, so immediately we'll move on the different options that we have for our text option. Now when you click on the word text option, you see different options for you to modify your text. The first thing you are seeing there is the edit. So I would like you to know that there are many options in editing the text, but we are going to work on the major ones. Like I said, the edit helps you to modify the text, of which we have talked about it before. So let's skip that one. While the delete option helps you to delete the text. It's a straightforward command. It helps you to delete the text. So let's say you want to delete the tutorial. You click on delete and it's out. When you click on the text again, the options to modify the text comes up. Then the next thing there, copy. If you want to duplicate a text, that is the work of copy. So when you click copy, the text will be duplicated. That's the work of the copy. If you want to duplicate a text, if you click copy again, it will be duplicated. There are two reasons you might want to use this option. Maybe you don't want to go back to your text option to insert a new text box so that you write a fresh text. You just want to modify this particular one. You can just duplicate a text, then modify it direct from here and put something else. Or you actually wanted to duplicate the text based on the kind of design you are doing, you can use the work of the copy. Process of learning about the text, we are going to learn about something which is called the undo. If you want to reverse an action, which is this icon here, that's the work of the undo. So if we click on that icon, it will reverse our actions. Are you seeing? It will reverse our action back to the previous action. So we have what is called to front. We have what is called to front there. Are you seeing it? We have to front and we have to back. What are those things? What are those two things used for? Let's insert a box in our work. Let's insert a box in our work. Now if you can look very well, you can see that the box that we inserted is covering our text. So what do we do here? We click on the text. When you click on the text, you come to the text options and you click to front. The text automatically comes to the front. Now you won't be seeing it because the two things are the same color. So let's change the color of the text. Let's change the color of the text. Remember this, whenever you want to modify the text, come to this option, the A option. This option that is showing you A, that's the option you come to whenever you want to modify the text. So if we want to change the color of the text, we scroll through the options here and we see color. So with this, we can click on the color here. You can see that the text is in the front. Let's modify this text as well. Let's click on a different color, black. So with this one, the text that has much information is still in the back. So if we come back here and click to front, you see the text comes to the front. And if you click to back, the text goes to the back. So that's the work of that particular tool, to front and to back. But in addition to this, what if the box covers the whole text? So that in case you find yourself in such a situation, what if the box covers the whole text and it will be difficult for you to click on the text for you to bring it to the front? What do? There's an icon that is called dialogue, where you see all the options of what you are doing so far, and this is the icon for that. This is the icon for that. This icon here, this is the icon for that. With this icon, you can access any other information. When you look at this box now, you are seeing the first one is saying text option. It means that everything in that first box is talking about the text that we wrote that has to do with text option. While if you look at the second box, it's showing you only a rectangle. It's talking about the rectangle box himself. And we have a key sign and a I sign there. A sign that is showing us a I and a key. If we click on the I sign, it will hide the text. It will hide whatever information that particular bar contains. These are different bars. And what if you click on the I as well for the box, it will hide the box. If you click on the I for the other information, it will hide it. Whichever one you click on it again, it will bring it back. Are you seeing? So that brings us to how do we click on that text that is in the back of this box? You just click on the box. Just click on the box, the surface of the box. When you click on the surface of the box, that text has been highlighted. Then you come back here. Please follow me up. You come back here. When you come back here, you click on this place to take this dialog box out. You click on this place to take the dialog box out. So when you take the dialog box out, take note, we have already selected that text in the background. So if we come to our option and say to front, the text will automatically come to the front because it's the text that is selected at that particular moment. We selected it from here. Are you getting me? We selected it from here. And you can also do the same thing from here. You can hold it down. You can hold it down, then move it. It will go to the back. You can hold it down, then move it up. It will go to the front. But it will be very complicated using this pattern. That's why I have to tell you, click on it. Then you click on this box to take away the dialog box. Then you come back here. Then you can control it to back or to front. So let's move further to the next tool, the next important tool concerning our text. Now when you click on the text, we still have one tool here. We have the position. What is the work of the position? If you want to shift your text to, maybe you want to shift the text, are you seeing? We have front, we have left and right, and we have up and down. Then you have a measurement there. If you move this measurement up, if you increase the measurement, the text will be moving in a very bigger rate. Are you seeing it? In a very bigger rate. The movement of the text will be faster than the way it is. But if you reduce this option, the movement of the text will be very slow. Are you seeing it? While I'm clicking on the right side, it's moving to the right, but it's moving very slow. That is by the pixels measurement you use here. As you increase it and reduce it, that's how the text movement is going to be controlled. Then we also have the relative position. The relative position now is talking about the related position in your work. We have relative position. So when you click on this, it's arranged in the page. It takes you to the side. When you click on this, it takes you to the other side. When you click on this, it takes you to the middle at that particular side. When you click on this, it takes you to the middle from the left, from the top to the bottom, the middle of your page. So each of all these sides, they have different angles. Are you seeing the movement of the text? Each of all these sides, they have different angles, and that's the work of the relative position. Are we clear? So let's move further to the next two there. Now we have the two for size. If you want to adjust the size of your text, you come here, and this is where you reduce the size of your text. You just adjust this. This is the work of that. So you can adjust the information. Then we have the padding. What is the work of the padding? If you want to move your work to the left side or to the right side, that's the work of the padding. You can increase this. You see how the text is adjusting. That is applicable to when you are dealing on a text that has multiple lines. Are you seeing the adjustment? It's just like inside the text box, you are adjusting the left margin and the right margin. That's the work of the padding. Let's bring it back to 0. Then let's apply it to the right side. The same thing will be applicable to the right side. The right side margin will be adjusted of that particular text. Are we clear? So let's cancel it because we don't want the effect to be on the text. So we click on the X icon. It will be cancelled to go back to normal. Then we have the color, which we have actually talked about, but let's just make an attempt on it. You click on the particular color you want, while the color of the text will be changing. Then if you want to apply two color on your text, you can also click on the gradient just as you did in your background, and two color will be on your text. You can click on the gradient and two color will be on your text. Then if you want to apply texture, what's the work of texture? When you click on texture, it gives you option to apply an image inside your text. So when you click on the texture, it will take you to your gallery where you can take any image from your gallery. So let me go to where I know I have many images, then pick on this house image, then I click on the good, then click on this good. What is inside my text now is the image of that house. It's not showing clear because the house image has white background a lot. So let me go back and pick on another image that has multiple colors. Okay, let me take this background, this eagle image, then click OK. Now you can see that the eagle image is inside my text. And when you are doing a very good design, you can use this effect and it will give you a good outcome. Then the work of the transparency, it helps you to reduce the transparency to make your text very light, transparent, of which each and every one of us know. Then you click on OK if you are applying the effect. Then we have the rotate, to rotate our text, from different angle. In case you are doing something, you want the text to be rotated, you can use this option, but I will cancel it because I don't want the effect to be applied. Then one major thing again we still need to know is the font. To change your font, and it's actually showing here. It is very easy to work on your background. If there's anything you forget maybe during the process of the video, you can just be reading through the option, then you will see that everything is stated here. So when you click on the font, it helps you to change your font size, your font type. It helps you to change the font type. So let's take this font that is called Days. You see the font type has changed to a more. So with that, you can pick any font option of your choice. Let's just say I'm working on something and I want this particular font to be italic. I can come back here and take an italic font. Then click OK. Are you seeing the font? So that's the work of the font. Then we also have what we call the style. With this, you can make your text bold. If you observe, you can see that the text increase. When you click on it, the text increase in its width. You can also make your text italics, and you can also make it underline with the help of all this. But since I don't want to apply the effect, I can easily click on the X icon, or I can click on the good to apply the effect. Then, still on the text, we have what we call the background of a text. But before that, let me talk about the curve. The curve helps you to curve your text. Maybe you are dealing on a cycle, a logo cycle, a logo that you want to put a text around it. You can use the curve to do that. You can curve from the down to the top, and you can color from the top to the down. It's very easy to use. Then we have the background. This is what we use for text background. When you click on it, it just gives your text a background on its own. Are you seeing it? This is just a background for text, and you can also give it a gradient option. You can give it a gradient option. But let's remove it because of we want to apply other things. So let's remove that background because we want to apply other things. Then we have the align to position your text. Using these informations here, we can apply the alignment. Moved from right alignment. Let me bring it. It's not that clear. Let me change the font to a more clear font. Let me change the color to white, then bring it down so we see what we are doing. So let's come back to the alignment. With this, you can move your alignment from center to right, from center to left. So you can move the alignment, and you know what alignment means, the arrangement of your text. You click OK, depending on the kind of design you are working on. Then we still have some other options that we still need to talk about. The spacing. If you want to increase the spacing between your text, the words, if you want to increase your spacing, you can use this. If you want to increase the spacing, you can use this. Are you seeing the spacing for the text is increased? That's the work of the spacing. While the line spacing, the space between the lines, you can use this. That's the work of the line spacing. Then we have the stroke. The stroke is for outline. To put an outline around your text. Let's look for an outline that will be. And if you want to make the outline very thick, you use the width. The outline around the text will be very thick. The stroke has to do with in placing an outline around your text. That's the work of the stroke. Placing an outline around your text. Then we have the shadow. Shadow effects. It adds shadow to the text. That's the work of the shadow, and you can change the shadow color to the particular color you want. It adds shadow to the text. Then we click on the good. Then we have inner shadow. If you want to apply an inner shadow to your text, because of the text has an image inserted in it, the inner shadow will not reflect. But if you are working on a plain text that does not have any image in it, the inner shadow will reflect. So for this, we are going to work on two more tools that are very, very important. The reflection. What's the work of the reflection? It helps you to add a reflection at your text. It's a very nice tool. If you know how to use it very well for design, it's a very nice tool. And that's the last tool we are going to work on, the reflection, and you can control the reflection. And with all this, you can do a very good design using these different options in editing a text. Thank you.